Welcome. Ever wonder why sometimes even, really sharp traders end up with losses?
Uh-huh.
Well, today we're diving into something critical. It's inspired by a tip from Miss Mansi, and it might just be the thing that makes or breaks your trading success.
Yeah, it's a fascinating point.
So the big question is, can all your knowledge, all your skills, kind of amount to nothing if you get this one thing wrong? And what's that mean for you, trying to navigate the market?
It's quite the paradox, isn't it? You can be brilliant at analysis, understand all the market trends, maybe even consistently pick stocks that should do well.
Right, you feel like you've got it figured out.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But you still end up underperforming or worse, losing capital. And Miss Mancy really zeroes in on position sizing as the hidden culprit.
Position sizing.
Yeah, it's not just what stock you choose, but fundamentally how much of it you buy or sell relative to, your total trading capital.
Okay, wait. So let me get this straight. I can do amazing research, pick a winner, feel super confident.
Huh.
But if I mess up the how much part, I'm still potentially looking at like significant losses.
Precisely. That's the crux of it.
Yeah.
Think about it. A really large position size magnifies everything.
Both ways, I guess. Gains and losses.
Absolutely. But the risk is the main concern here.
Hmm.
If that carefully researched trade happens to turn against you, which, let's face it, happens,
Well,
an oversized position can just devastate your account.
hmm.
It basically negates all the good analytical work you did.
Wow. Okay.
And that's really where Miss Mancy's advice kicks in. It's simple, really. Trade little and add to winners.
Trade little and add to winners. Okay, let's unpack that. Trade little. What's the thinking there? Is it just about being cautious?
It's primarily about defense. Risk
Yeah.
management 101, almost. By starting with a smaller position, you're capping your initial risk.
Okay.
So if you're wrong, and you will be, sometimes it's not a catastrophe, it doesn't blow up your account, you're sort of dipping your toe in, testing your idea with less capital on the line initially.
So it stops one bad trade from just derailing everything else you're trying to do.
Exactly. It preserves your capital and your psychological capacity to keep trading.
Right. And the second piece, add to winners. How does that fit in with managing risk? It sounds like increasing risk almost.
But it's strategic. See, add to winners means you only increase your position size after the trade has started moving in your favor.
I see. So it's proving you right first.
Precisely. The market is confirming your analysis.
Hmm.
So you incrementally add to that winning position. You're essentially capitalizing on your successful decisions, pressing your winners.
While having kept the initial risk small with the trade little part.
You got it.
Yeah.
You're building on demonstrated success, not, throwing good money after bad or doubling down, hoping a loser turns around.
Okay, this is really interesting, especially for you listening, because it doesn't sound like some super complicated black box strategy.
No, not at all.
It's like
Yeah.
fundamental risk management. So for those of you really focused on learning, maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed by complex systems, yeah, this gives you a really practical framework. It's about managing your money smartly, right? Allocation.
Absolutely. Think of proper position sizing as this vital layer of protection. But it's also a tool, a mechanism to maximize your gains when you are right.
And maybe some psychological benefits too. I imagine losing small feels very different from losing big.
Oh, huge difference. Starting small definitely reduces that knot in your stomach, that
Yeah.
anxiety that can cloud your judgment.
Uh-huh.
And then adding to trades that are already working, that reinforces good decisions, builds confidence, it's positive feedback.
So wrapping this up, the big takeaway here isn't necessarily about being the world's best stock picker, is it?
Not solely, no. That helps, of course.
But it's maybe more about how you size those picks.
Yeah.
You could have brilliant analysis, but poor position sizing can just completely undermine it.
It's a critical foundation.
Hmm.
Ms. Mancy's advice trade, little, add to winners. It's simple, yeah. But it powerfully highlights how vital effective risk management is through sizing.
It's that balance, isn't it? Letting profits run, but cutting losses quickly.
And position sizing is the lever you use to control that balance. It's how you actually implement that discipline.
Right. So a final thought for you, the listener. How could consciously thinking about and adjusting your position sizes, really focusing on starting smaller, then scaling into those winners, how might that change your market approach, your comfort level with risk even?
Yeah, how would that shift things for you?
Something to really mull over as you continue your own trading journey. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive.